Hello everybody, this is WhiteRa, and I am back with game number 2 between WhiteRa and imbaBratOK. Oh my goodness, game number 1 was stunning play out of WhiteRa. We saw him go Dark Templar with a robotics for Warp Prism and just harass BratOK, do a crap load of pressure play until BratOK finally was forced to try to do a base race. It failed, and in the end, BratOK just crumbled under the pressure and was not able to pull out. It was an absolutely incredible game. I can't even describe it. If you have not watched that, you have to go back and see that. This will be a best of 3 series, so we will have at least one more game ahead of us here. We are going to be here on Antigua Shipyard. I do not believe there's an MLG version for this, actually. I think they just used the normal version. We're going to be here on Antigua Shipyard with imbaBratOK spawning on the right-hand position and WhiteRa spawning in the upper left-hand position. And once again, I forgot to look up these player stats. WhiteRa, I believe, I'm not even going to guess. I think he's like number 12 on the European server, and, well, I just said I wasn't going to guess, and I started guessing. I believe he's number 12 on the European server, and something like number 80 worldwide. Grandmasters, I should say. And BratOK is, he's really high in Masters League on the European server. He is not in Grandmasters. But he's something like number 570 worldwide in Masters League, not Grandmasters League, once again. So these players, I mean, don't let BratOK's rank say anything about his play. He is absolutely incredible. I mean, he is ridiculously good. As we could see in that last game, he did lose to WhiteRa, but A, there's no shame in that, and B, he held off for a ridiculous amount of time. He showed a startling amount of resilience in that game. And oh my goodness, WhiteRa, you sneaky devil. He's going Nexus first in this game. That is extremely risky. We do see that gateway dropped right afterwards as per the standard build. This Nexus, oh, that is risky, especially if it gets scouted, and I think it will get scouted. Yes, BratOK is going to see the timings on these two buildings and know that it was a Nexus first build. That is going to open him up to a lot of heavy aggression. WhiteRa is going to need to be careful now. Oh my goodness, BratOK could just go for some sort of timing attack now and really lay it on. And yes, we will be seeing a 3-rack, so we are going to be seeing a 3-racks timing push, and we don't see any gas yet, so I don't know if it's going to be a pure marine timing push or if he's going to lay down a late gas and try to get stim out first. But as of now, it looks like we're just going to be seeing a lot of marines. Nope, there we go, double gas going down, so we will be seeing probably 2 tech labs for concussive shells and stim pack, and maybe combat shields as well if BratOK decides to go for a slightly later timing push. So WhiteRa is going to really need to be prepared for this. WhiteRa did not see either of those 2 racks going down, so he might just assume that it was going to be a 1-rack expansion, as that is what his scouting information would have told him. We are seeing a little bit of chrono boost saved up here. I don't exactly know why. I would like to see that go down on the Nexus. And actually, I think that we had 2 gate before Cyber, so a Nexus first into 2 gate Cyber. A little bit rare in Starcraft 2, and especially rare in PvT. I have seen him actually wait quite a while in PvZ to get his Cyber, his Warp Gate tech. Not a Cyber Nexus core. And there is 1 tech lab going down. I would imagine that we will be seeing a 2nd tech lab for upgrades. There is going to be this bunker on the top ramp that will disallow any scouting from happening, which is exactly what BratOK wants. He wants WhiteRa once again to think that he went for this expansion. WhiteRa is going to think that it's going to be completely safe to just macro up for a little while, but that couldn't be further from the truth, really. We are seeing chrono boost go down on 1 Nexus. Once again, a little bit of energy being saved up on this Nexus. Only 1 gas right now, so it doesn't look like WhiteRa is looking to tech up anytime soon. And really, he could use to tech up quickly. Try to get some sort of Colossus out before this comes. High Templar are a little bit far off, maybe an Archon though. There are going to be 3 Zealots running up this ramp. I don't know if they're going to quite move up and see that there's nothing here. I think they went up just far enough to see what is up there. Let's check this out. Yes, they did go just far enough up to see what is up there, I believe. So WhiteRa, I do believe, knows now that there is no expansion there, and this is going to be kind of one of those moments where he goes, oh, and rapidly start trying to pump out units. If he was, I wouldn't say if he was smart, but if he got the correct scouting information off of that. We do see 1 more gateway going down, so there's going to be 3 gateways. There is our 2nd tech lab going down, so we are going to be having stim pack about halfway done, and combat shields just now starting. Concussive shells, a very, very short upgrade, very cost effective, however. Cannot really push out without that if he's going to be going for any sort of Marauder play. Yep, there are 2 Marauders coming out. Those are going to be the first 2 Marauders. So this is going to be an extraordinarily scary push coming out of BratOK here. And there we have 4 more gateways being laid down for WhiteRa. This gateway play very, very popular versus Terran right now, but these might have come just a little bit late versus this 3 racks timing attack. There's going to be a stalker sitting here waiting to see when these units move out, so WhiteRa knows exactly what's going on. It's going to be very, very close, folks. I do not know if WhiteRa is going to be able to hold off. And you might say, now, the supply counts look very, very similar right now. Yes, they do. However, the production capabilities of BratOK and the upgrade advantage is really going to be the big thing for BratOK. It's just going to be so far ahead of WhiteRa that even with really well-placed force fields, this could spell disaster for WhiteRa. Now it looks like Stimpak just about to finish up combat shields as well, and we do have concussive shields, so I would imagine this attack is going to hit right about when concussive shields is finishing. There is the salvage on the bunker and a few SCVs moving out with these units. WhiteRa sees this move out. He's going to need to pull this out. It looks like he's going to lose that stalker. There's a forward pylon warping in there, so WhiteRa might want to warp in a couple of zealots and just run them into the main, as this wall will be down the entire time to allow reinforcing units to come in. Now it looks like there was about to be a slight push out from WhiteRa, but now he's going to want to fall back and get out as many units as possibly can. We do have quite a few sentries on the field, so it might be enough to force field off just for a little bit, trying to get a few extra units out. There needs to be more zealots on the field, I'd imagine, trying to take a little bit of this damage. And it looks like you're just going to be waiting for the concussive shells to finish. There are 8 seconds left, 5 seconds left now for this concussive shell, and it looks like right when that finishes, he's going to move in the ramp. There's a couple of bad plays forward, and now the third one does block it off a little bit, but there's still an opening in the hole, and there is going to be a complete movement from BratOK in this game. Now, BratOK completely up the ramp. Now all his units are on the top side of the ramp, completely annihilating WhiteRa's forces, and there just is not enough out for WhiteRa right now. He's going to have to stag this expansion if he wants to live. No, BratOK moving straight up into the main base of WhiteRa. It looks like he might be focus firing down these 2 pylons now. Couple shots going down on that force field. Couple of stalkers being morphed in over here, and now we do have the attack on the probes. That is not something you ever want to do. 5 gateways are now powered down. That is not something, a situation that you want to be in as a Protoss player. Oh my goodness, the pylon trying to go down, but there is the GG from WhiteRa. My goodness, I lost my words in the last few moments of that engagement. WhiteRa just falling absolutely to the 3 racks of our Terran player. What an awful push by BratOK. I mean, that was just devastating. And look, he still has 16 units alive, even if they are stimmed and overstimmed. That is still 16 units compared to WhiteRa's 0. So BratOK showing that, once again, I was saying earlier, do not discount him just because he is in Master League, and that is why I was saying it. What beautiful play by BratOK in that game. So now we saw WhiteRa put down that expansion, and BratOK just said, you're going to fast expand in this game? I'm going to punish it, and did a great job with that. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have not already, subscribe to my channel, please, and comment. I do take your comments into consideration. Go and like me on Facebook. Just look up Coffee Break. That is super, super easy to find. And until next time, come back for game number 3. This is Coffee Break, signing out.